Hey everyone, it's CCS and welcome back to a brand new day, DDLC mod. Okay. How can someone make something that dark? Was it dark? I couldn't even tell. That's kind of... Yuri gently giggles and starts laughing uncontrollably all of a sudden. See that right there? Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, CCS? Well, it's not a bad thing, I guess. Well, no. I mean, I read a few books like that. No, that's not even close to the truth. Kind of like hentai. I mean, manga. She's kind of acting kind of strange. Maybe it's her eyes? She has pretty eyes, though. Yeah, beautiful eyes. It's just that those kind of stories. See, I can't take this seriously, even though it kind of feels dark with her freaking out like that. It's really funny! I don't know why! I challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. It's because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And certainly, when you thought you were related to the protagonist, they're made to be the naive one, letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I kind of thinking about it, that I'm hearing a lot of this from before. I'm sure you have, because we have... Oh, don't worry. Don't apologize. I'm kind of into this book now. Oh. Well, that is the truth. Well, that is the truth. Well, I guess it's alright then. Alright. Definitely alright. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Keep talking. I can hear you ramble for days. Oh. Okay. You know, that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. I could listen to you forever. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Didn't you want to read about it more? I guess. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat. What the frick? Why am I just realizing that we're doing all of the routes at one time? What the hell's going on? First we were doing Natsuki's route, now we're doing Yuri's route. I thought it was going to be on the second day. What the hell? It turns out, no, we're doing that all on one day. And how did I figure this out? First it was Natsuki. Next it's Yuri. Lastly, it's Sayori. Probably the extra would be Monica. What the frick? I didn't even write a single bit of poem, because they didn't give me the option. That was a pretty bad one. Yeah. Are you sure? You seemed a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that's something I'm not really used to. That is, reading company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Glance over, and she has the crazy eyes. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up to Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It almost feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess I should, that makes it kind of difficult to turn a page.
Here. How are we? We're doing all of the routes at the same freaking time! What the hell? I need a break! A break!
I took a little 5-minute break. What, you think 5 minutes is too short? Up yours, because that's as long as I can think of. Alright, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Forefinger. Why do I always say finger? That fingers. Ah, I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. How adorable! But in holding it like this, we're hardly even closer together than before. It's like kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Huh? To turn it. This always happens.
To turn the page.
Sorry. I got a little bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been patient with me.
So I realized that I skipped past this when I was playing Doki Doki Literature Club for the first time, and I wanted to get through the scenes. I didn't see this scene at first, but I saw it in Act 2. And once I saw it in Act 2, it was totally different. She didn't act crazy or anything. She didn't make crazy expressions. She didn't even say any of this. And I know this is in the original script, so maybe this will be a makeup for that. And I'm sorry for not getting through that dialogue. I am deeply and utterly sorry because I had to get through to get the good ending, and I didn't have any time to lose. I don't know what to tell you, right? Don't blame me. I mean, blame me for being an idiot, but whatever. Yeah, thanks. We continued reading. Yuri no longer asked me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished reading the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continued the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remained silent for a moment. See, I didn't hear any of that before. I didn't know any of that was in the original. You want to know how I know? How I know I'm being significant about this? I believe this because I played it through Act 2 for the first time, and she had crazy expressions. These crazy expressions while she was reading the book. She was laughing nervously throughout the entire thing too. So I didn't even know about this. Once again, I'm sorry, but I hope this makes up for all of that stupidity that I caused.
But DCS, it's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. It's so embarrassing if you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone, it's poem time! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We may not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Well, that's a scary thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine.
Yeah, alright, I guess it's time to share poems.
Yes, you're up first.
I start to recite my poem first.
So, this is something completely new. You don't even get to choose.
Well, I guess that's the point, since we didn't even get to see any of the words that we were going to pick out, just like in the original game. You don't even get the chance, because you're going through the entire thing. You're going through route automatically. You don't even get the choice to show your poem to anyone. This is just an original piece of work. And I gotta say, great job, man. I mean, you recite your poem in the middle of the class, in the middle of the club room. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Seriously, this has never been done before. And I gotta say, kudos to the person who made this. So we actually get to read the poem that he made?
My God, that's even better!
Darkness wanders into my soul, pours out from each and every hole. I don't know what all this means, but let it end now. Exit scene.
Well, he just exited the scene.
Whew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. Wait, what happened to Sayori? Why can't we go through hers? Well, we're gonna figure that out. I sigh. If you're at rock bottom, there's no other way than up, right? I better start climbing then. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh no, here we go, the cat fight. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change.
So we don't even see how they react to our poem?
Oh my god. It's going to take a long time for me to get used to it. Remember, this is a fan-made mod. It's not the original game. It's not supposed to play out like you think it's supposed to play out. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something?
There's gonna be a lot of cursing.
It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? You're missing the point.
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And DCS did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And TCS liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Too bad we didn't see it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Well, there's gonna be a lot of swearing, I can tell, probably.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that TCS appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do over cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew 2 sizes as big as soon as TCS started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me. They just noticed I was standing there. Remember how they kept on going more and more at it? Like they cut themselves on that edge? Well, I'm screwed. No escape now.
TCS, she's just trying to make me look bad.
Oh, there's no cursing. Thank God.
But that's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would never happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, TCS. Wait, there's a reason that we have to make that many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively.
This wasn't the original script. I'm just gonna say that.
Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand it, right, TCS?
Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I'm an expert on writing, but screw it, let's do this. So of course it's going to be nut up or shut up! You know what? Natsuki glares at me menacingly. It was the only choice! What could I pick? While Yuri's expression is so defenseless. What the hell am I gonna do now? Then it hits me. Natsuki? Yuri. I know this is strange for me to say, but you guys are my friends. New friends, sure, but still friends. We don't need to fight and bicker with one another. Friends are wonderful people who have differences and can respect one another for those differences and opinions. Natsuki's poem I read today hit me hard. It's amazing how people can really try. That people can only really try. They try and they try. Yuri's poem is amazing because of how skillfully misleading the message is with the bread and the raccoon. Everyone is so talented. Well, my skills are subpar. So why are we fighting again?
Because, well...
Sorry jumps into the conversation.
Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And your boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. My jaw drops to the ground. Did you just say what I heard you say? Natsuki... frick. Sayori approaches Yuri with her hands out in a squeezing motion. Oh my god.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off.
Ah.
Sayori goes back to whatever she was doing before the commotion happened. I think I know what she did. Yeah, we all know what she meant by that. Squeezy motion. Sayori, what happened to you, man? Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing.
Gently pat Natsuki on the head. There. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I kind of come off as a good leader and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject.
I can't take this seriously whenever she made that squeezing joke.
As president, that's kind of embarrassing with me. Thank you.
Not a problem. I wasn't that good before either. But something changed for me. Monica gave me an awkward smile.
Take good care of Sayuri, okay? Would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. I'll take care of all of you. That dream making me say weird things again.
Thanks.
Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing me to blush. Yeah, I know what that dream is. Anyway, such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If that dream is true, I need to save them all. My friends.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave.
And it's about time for me to end the episode. Oh, wait!